The reason I bought this car is to go to Costco regularly, and whenever I go to Costco with my old car, I need to figure out how to put things in the trunk. We're going to Costco right now to test out. This is gonna be the Cadillac's first trip to Costco. Let's see what's the difference. Costco test. Pass. Give one piece of advice to solopreneurs.
Don't be solo entrepreneurs. Start a normal company. Because
Great things are done as a team. I know.
Yes, and as a solo entrepreneur, you have same risks, but the possible upside when you have a team is way bigger.
Yeah. And then you burn out, and there is no one to help you. You know what's the most important thing I've learned in the past 10 years? Actually, I learned it a year ago. It's just the whole process led me to it. Being honest with yourself. And I know it sounds super basic, but then why do we chase things that other people do and things that we're not really passionate about? Like, I've talked so many times about starting $1 billion company, about being the CEO, and I have this experience of building a company, and I've been there. But it took me 3 years to do it and actually realize that I don't really enjoy managing 80 people. Like, it is great, it sounds great on paper, or if you're talking to someone, if you're saying, we have 80 people in our company, it sounds great. But at the same time, I don't like I look at all of the entrepreneurs, all my friends, whenever they're staying with us, they wake up at 8 a.m. and they have calls 8 a.m., 8:30 a.m., 9:30 a.m., and they can't spend time with me. And I was on the same schedule as well. And my goal was to become a creator. And when you have 5 or 6 calls in the morning, and then you have a meeting in the afternoon, and then in the evening you're like, oh, I need to follow up with my team in Europe, your desire to create, it just vanishes. Like, I had one call this morning, and already it kind of influenced me and my spirit of creation. You know what's the thing that stayed the same? Marina being an entrepreneur who actually runs the company, Marina being an entrepreneur who doesn't talk to people. One of the things that stay the same is using GetResponse, and this is why I proudly accepted their offer to become a sponsor of this video. When you start on your own and you don't want to hire a developer because you don't want to communicate with too many people, or you just don't have enough cash for it, GetResponse will cover everything for you. You can create a website using GetResponse for free. You can create email campaigns, capture leads. So basically everything you need to do to run your small business yourself without paying anyone, without hiring anyone, GetResponse can do this for you. Let me quickly show you how you can create a website using their AI tools. Select the type of business and choose the website you need: landing page, launch page, or educational or business website. And you can also add some elements like a sign-up form or a testimonial. Pick features for your website, choose a theme to match your brand, confirm some of your company details, and AI will create your website. And that's it! Your website is ready to go live. And then once you have a website, you start collecting their emails and you start capturing leads, because later on, through giving them something useful, you're gonna convert them into buying customers. Using their email marketing tool, you can create a mailing list and capture data onto it. Send newsletters to subscribers on your mailing list. And please use their analytics to see whether people actually open your emails, how they convert, etc. This is the most important part. So you need to track your data. You need to look at what people actually click, which emails they open, what makes them want your product, what makes them want to consume information from you. And GetResponse lets you do that. You can replace the email marketing manager because you can build this tool that would track whether a customer opened an email, and if he did, then you're gonna send him something else. If he didn't, then you need something different because he's not opening your email. So you can just customize everything. And when I started my business, something like that was super expensive, like extremely expensive. The price I got was like $10,000 to build something like this. Now you have GetResponse. So GetResponse made this process of creating a website, building your marketing campaign, capturing your leads super easy. It is free. The link is down in the description below. If you want to be a solopreneur, or if you just want a small team, you need the right tools to help you minimize interaction with human beings. Oh my God, I sound like a robot. Okay. So I think that one of the most important decisions that I made back in 2018, was to focus on the blog. And another decision I made after having the baby, I was like, I want this creator schedule. I want to be free to create whenever I want. And it was hard. You know, we are taught that if you want to start a company, you have to have people, you have to hire the best. At the end of the day, you need to be happy. And you start a business to be happy, not to satisfy somebody else's assumption or assumptions of what a successful entrepreneur is. And the beginning of my entrepreneurial journey, I was like, at the beginning, by the way, it was genuine, it was amazing. But then when we raised money, I was like, okay, suddenly we got all the press, suddenly everybody's talking about this Silicon Valley startup. You know, what does a Silicon Valley founder do? They hire people, they scale like crazy, they have back-to-back meetings every day. And I realized, you know what? It's not for me. I am not happy doing that. Does this mean I'm not an entrepreneur? No. It means I'm an entrepreneur who doesn't like Zoom calls. That means I'm an entrepreneur who doesn't like building big teams. And this either means that I hire someone to run the company and I interact only with the certain people on the team. Speaking of which, in my business, YouTube business, I have maybe 25 people now, but I only talk to a couple. I talk to my YouTube manager, who then talks to my thumbnail designers, editors, etc. But I only interact with her, and we don't jump on calls. And you know what? Some people will be like, oh, in my company, we want to build this corporate culture. In my company, we're doing this retreat in Tahoe. I don't like it. I don't know why, but I don't like it. I don't like organizing stuff. Sometimes I enjoy it, but I want somebody else to do it. And if I'm a founder in the company, I don't know. So we never did this. I never talked. I only talked to my YouTube manager once when I hired her. You know, I don't know, it works for me. I never talked to my YouTube editor. I never talked to my thumbnail designer. I've never talked to anyone on the team, like on Zoom. We only text. I don't know. Does this mean I don't like talking to people? Yes, I like talking to camera. Is it bad for a company? Maybe if I was another type of an entrepreneur, yes, you know, we would have better results, which I'm not sure of. But anyway, I think that the most important thing is that we're all happy, and this style is good for all of us. And you might be like, Marina, but why are you talking about all of this right now? The thing is, I'm going to a meeting with a guy. I saw him for the last time back in 2015 when I pitched him Lingua Trip. And I just remember that feeling, going into a meeting and reading about the investor and adapting my pitch to whatever I thought he wanted to hear. Like if he was interested in education, I would talk about LinguaTrip from education standpoint. He was interested about international growth, I would highlight that in my deck. And it worked for some investors. For the majority of cases, it didn't work because it wasn't me. I wasn't myself. I was trying to please investors. And he's an amazing guy. And now I want to see him just to chat about being a creator. You know, I'm not gonna pretend I'm building another billion-dollar company. I will just be a friend with him. Like, I run this YouTube blog and I just happen to live in the same place where you live, and I admire entrepreneurs. I admire investors. You know, would I want to run a billion-dollar company? I would like to start a company and change the world, but at the same time, again, super honest with myself, I'm not the person who's going to be doing all the Zoom calls and planning, and I realize this is a part of reaching your goal as an entrepreneur. You know, another advantage of being a solo founder is that it's easier for you to follow trends. I'm kind of moving away from my standard format when I'm sitting in front of the camera because all of the best thoughts come to me when I do things. And I decided, I'm just gonna have my camera and my tripod and I'm gonna share this with you. Because if you're a solo founder, if you decide to move your business to a different direction, and I saw this graph yesterday where it says like there are 4 different types of businesses. There are businesses that are moving, like there's scale and time, and there are great companies that scale fast. There are companies that take a while to scale, but the worst type of company is the one that kind of doesn't really scale and doesn't grow, and you're kind of trying to figure out what's going on with the company. And if you're a big company like that, if you have 100 employees, you can't just tell them in a day, hey guys, we used to focus on, creating printers or whatever, or consulting these clients. We're gonna pivot completely, we're gonna do this and that stuff. And this is what we experienced with LinguaTrip, for example, when COVID started. It was really hard to just tell everyone, the core business is over. You are now doing this because there is just so much going on within the company. And with my YouTube school, I'm just giving all the examples, I realized that short videos are key right now. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna just start another direction in the company because we're a small company and we can do anything like tomorrow. So I talked to my operations manager and I tell her, let's hire people who are experts in TikTok. Let's hire people who are experts in Reels, and let's just do it tomorrow. I need it now. Like, we need to move fast. So when you are a small company or you're a solopreneur, if it's just you can move really fast. And this allows you to capture trends. Again, another problem. I was really non-serious about crypto when it first came out in 2018. I was like, whatever, another fad. And all of my friends around me were like, we are buying crypto. And I was like, I remember this conversation with my friend who owns like, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of Bitcoin. He started mining, I think it was 2017. And he's like, Marina, let's get into crypto, let's do it together. I'm like, I'm running LinguaTrip. I can't. I'm just passionate about this thing. I don't have time because I have to manage this company. We're not a big corporation, but for me, like 50 people, a lot. Fast forward to 2021. Guess who was right? So when you're a smaller company, you can, and not necessarily pivot, you can change directions, you can experiment with things without being like, I can't really experiment. If I have 50 people in a company, I can't really experiment because if the experiment fails, I have no money to pay my people the next month. There is this responsibility. When you're on your own, or maybe you have like 5 people, it's a lot easier. I am ready. Another quick thought, regardless of what you do, solopreneur, big company, whatever, if you're a founder, if you want to do something, I think 20 or 30% of your time should be dedicated to talking to people. And those could be your customers, those could be people from the industry. This is the way you learn about new things. And the worst thing you can do is spend your time being obsessed with your competition. Oh my God, they're doing this. I need to copy this, or I need to copy that. I've been doing that for a while actually. And I would be waking up at night thinking what another company did, when now I realize that didn't even matter. Like, our customers didn't even intersect. Like, the feature that I would come up with didn't really matter just because clients didn't care about it. And it took me several years to come to a realization that I need to focus on what my customers want instead of being obsessed with what competitors do. Of course, you kind of need to keep an eye on them, but not like being obsessed and copying all the features. Okay, I'm gonna go off to this meeting a person from the industry. That's another meeting. The meeting with that investor went well. Just catching up with people. Sometimes you don't need a purpose. Sometimes you just want to catch up and see how things are going. And it was half an hour meeting and I'm glad I had it. Now it's another one, we have like a proper lunch. Yeah. This is interesting. We have this store in Silicon Valley where you come to experience innovative products. Like, I don't know what this is. Oh, this is a charger and a lamp. And you can order everything from here. I have the same ring light. This is so cool. This is something I want. This is a special towel for your hair. I like this. Oh, there's another, like this is what I'm looking for. They say silk is the best for your hair. How they have so much cool stuff. This is special mat. This is beautiful. No. Oh no, it's really bad. Sorry. It doesn't breathe because you breathe it in your nose. You know what I like? We have a similar, I was actually choosing, we have this travel car seat and I was choosing between the one that we have and this one. This is also pretty, is this how it folds? I don't know. But this also folds like to a really small car seat. It's really cool. Oh wow, this is the next level. This is like a stroller when you have a lot of kids. Oh, this is amazing. I want this. We're discussing a gift for a friend for his birthday, which is gonna happen in a week. And you know what I'm gonna, like the list of gift ideas. I don't know if you keep one, I have one for my closest people. Gift idea, get them an NFT. I don't know if you guys know the whole thing around NFTs. If you want, I can tell you. I'm not an expert, but from what I understand, I can gonna make a video on that. But we're gonna give him an NFT. And tomorrow, Dima's waking up at 8 a.m. because Andrew Chicks, he talked about an NFT drop in one of his videos and he's gonna get one at 8 a.m. That's pretty exciting. I have one request for you guys. That might sound weird, but if you know anyone or you work at a company called Ferrero Rocher, the one that produces Kinder Surprise, if you know anyone who works for that company, like literally anyone, could you please introduce me to them? Because I have this weird idea in mind that I think is gonna blow up and I just want to talk to them. Yeah, that sounds like another entrepreneur trying to build another Facebook, but I think it's cool. Let me know if you know somebody. One of the perks of being a solopreneur is that you can work from home and you can set up the desk the way you like it. And what I'm doing right now, I just found out about this BlockFi, which is basically like Coinbase. So it's like your crypto wallet that pays 9% on dollars that you put there. Like, I don't know, 9% annually sounds like magic because the bank pays what, 0.75%. I am trying it out. Like, I'm so into crypto right now. I am trying to understand the world. I'm trying to experiment with different platforms. I'm trying to talk to people. I'm trying to create something myself. I have an idea for an NFT. Like, I just want to be there because I feel that this is the future. I don't know whether it's going to be a future, but I just feel that the whole world is going to move to crypto. And when in 2017 it was like, I don't know, scammy thing, then everything crashed and everyone was like, yes, it was a scam. But now I think people understand the crypto space a bit deeper, and it's supposed to be a decentralized network where nobody owns your data, where nobody controls you, no government controls you. And this opens up this whole new world of opportunity of different things that I'm excited about. All right, anyways, Guys, thank you so much for watching this video up to the very end. I hope you enjoyed the new style of vlogs. I just feel that I can share more and give you more value when I film like this, and I'm looking forward to getting your feedback. Like, I am doing this for you, for myself as well. Just putting my thoughts into this video format just helps me structure everything that's going on in my head, and there is a lot going on in my head every single day. Again, thank you so much for watching this vlog, and I hope it was useful for you, and I'll see you soon in my next videos. Bye bye.